Dr. Shirazi. I'm a board-certified cosmetic dermatologist practicing in San Diego, California, and I wanted to jump on here and make a quick video about Botox immunity because I have some patients and followers that reach out and ask about this. They feel like after years of doing Botox, it doesn't work for them anymore. It sort of stops working. They don't see the same results. And so I wanted to address it. Before we get started, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe, and be sure to comment below. Let me know if this is something you've experienced. So Botox is an injection medication, and when injected into the muscle, it stops the muscle from communicating with the nerve, and therefore it can no longer contract like it normally does. So it relaxes, and then that causes the skin to smooth out. So the question is, what causes Botox to stop working? Well, there's three different types of scenarios. One is you've been getting Botox for so many years, you've sort of atrophied your muscle, right? Because if you've been really consistent for over a decade, every 3 months, going in and getting the injectable, what happens is your muscle stops working. And it's like any other muscle. When you don't use it, you lose it. It starts to thin out. It starts to get weak. And that weakness can be long-term, can be somewhat permanent. So if you can't move your muscles, right? If you can't frown, you can't raise your eyebrows, and you go in and you get injected with Botox, well, you're gonna have the same result, right? Because the muscle wasn't working before and now it's not working after. So really it's because the muscle has been permanently weakened and needs to regain its strength. And so it's not necessarily that the Botox is no longer working, it's that the muscle has atrophied and has become so weak and thin. So the second scenario is that your muscles are so strong, and some people are super expressive. They're just born with, I call them just big muscles of expression. And so it could be that maybe you don't have enough units and you need higher doses of Botox to be able to knock out those muscles and relax them. So if you find yourself still being able to contract your muscles and move your eyebrows and all those things, then go back to your injector and maybe get more doses. But don't do that before the 2-week mark, because sometimes it can take up to 2 weeks for the muscle to fully relax and settle. And then the last reason is really true immunity. And therefore, when you get injected with a Botox, your antibodies attack the protein and they just simply don't allow it to work. This is true immunity. And if that's the case, then I would suggest switching to a different Botox protein, and that would be Xeomin. So Botox is a big molecule with all these accessory proteins, the human albumin proteins and so forth, whereas Xeomin is the more pure form of Botox. It's when you take Botox and you purify it from all those accessory proteins and you make it a smaller protein. Now they work exactly the same. So there's really 4, I call them Botoxes, but there's really 4 toxins, 4 proteins that stop muscle contraction, and these are Dysport, Botox, Xeomin, and Jeuveau. And Xeomin is much, much smaller than the others. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And if you're on social, don't forget to check out my Instagram and TikTok at Skin by Dr. Ozzy.